Today on Centurion Math, we'll be discussing adding fractions. One of the first concepts to consider is to make sure that when we're adding fractions, we want to have a common denominator. The denominator is the number that is underneath the fraction. In our case, the 2 and the 5. One of the first ways we learned on getting a common denominator between these two numbers was to write out the multiples of each until we found a number that was common to each. In this case, we come up with the 10 in each case. As we progress further in math, one of the other methods that we learned is just simply to multiply the two denominators together. So we have, in the one case, we have this 2 times 5, and in the other we have 5 times 2. This brings us to our next concept that we have to consider when adding, and that is making sure that we maintain equivalent fractions. In order to maintain our equivalent fractions, we generally say whatever we multiply by at the bottom, we have to multiply the top as well. So the first fraction we multiply 5 on the numerator and the denominator as well. And on the second fraction we have to multiply by 2. So what we end up doing is, with the multiplication, the 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, and we add that to the second equivalent fraction, which then becomes 2 over 10 as well. And what we see here is the 5 over 10 when reduced is 1 over 2, and the 2 over 10 when it is reduced is 1 over 5. That's how we know we have equivalent fractions. So from here we simply carry on with our addition, and what we do is we add the numerators while maintaining the denominator. So to finish off, we have the 5 plus 2 being 7, and the same denominator being 10. And our final answer becomes that 1/2 plus 1/5 is 7 over 10.